Welcome back to the True Crime Artifacts channel. This clip is going to be on Ed Gein. Ed Gein, also known as the Butcher of Plainfield, was a murderer and body snatcher. Ed Gein was born on August 27, 1906, and he died July 26, 1984, which made him 77 years old at the time of his death. Ed Gein was born and raised in Plainfield, Wisconsin, and in 1954, he murdered a woman named Mary Hogan. Then again, in 1957, he murdered a woman named Bernice Warden. Ed Gein was also a body snatcher. As I mentioned earlier, he was a grave robber, basically, and he was digging up corpses and doing all kinds of weird things, making furniture out of them and making clothing out of them. Just a super strange case. Altogether, he was charged with 2 murders and 9 corpses that were mutilated. He was arrested on November 16, 1957, found legally insane in 1968, and he spent out the rest of his years in the Mendota Mental Health Institute in Wisconsin. So, one thing about Ed Gein, which kind of sets him apart from other true crime cases, is how much his case has affected media, as far as movies being based on him and music. Probably the most well-known is Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho was based on Ed Gein. Leatherface from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre was based on Ed Gein, and also he was a strong influence in the Buffalo Bill character in The Silence of the Lambs. Many people think that The Silence of the Lambs is like solely based off of Ed Gein, but it's more so influenced off of Gary Heidnik, which we'll talk about him in a later episode. But anyway, this is an original postcard from 1979 that Ed Gein had written to a pen pal, and it goes as follows. You can see that there has been some, probably from years of storage, a few of the letters have been removed, probably from who knows what was stuck to it or whatever, or if it was stuck inside of an old case or something and sat in an attic or something. But anyway, this is the letter. August 5th, Dear Jeffrey, this picture is very antique, and little seems to have changed here. As you can see, it is hospitable. The effigy mounds do, in fact, bring many visitors to Lake M. In particular, an eagle over 600 feet across. Is there news from 3 Mile Island? And it's signed, Ed Gein. Ed Gein is a super hard case to find if you're going, if someone is a collector. It's really, really, really rare, way up there. Ed Gein and Albert Fish are about as hard as you can find if you are in the hobby, but super neat piece to own. If you've been to the Alcatraz East True Crime Museum in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, they have a pretty neat Ed Gein postcard to the same pen pal. But anyway, it's a pretty neat piece. And to explain it, so this is the postcard, and down below is the same postcard, it's just the front. So it's describing what he's talking about, how it hasn't changed much. So this one was just like found on eBay. And I think it's really weird how it's got the 666 in the corner. It's really weird. But anyway, this piece was originally in Rick Staten's collection. Rick Staten was John Wayne Gacy's art dealer for a while. A super nice guy. But anyway, this concludes my video on Ed Gein. I hope you like it. please like and subscribe, and I'll continue to bring more cool pieces. Thanks.